Let's keep it real, y'all. For lifers, this is about to be the most informal video y'all have ever seen me do. And it's about to be super quick because I have somewhere that I need to be, but I really need to get this out to y'all. Hopefully this video will resonate with y'all, and excuse my voice, I'm a little hoarse. Y'all know I'm a teacher. It can get a little Jurassic to say the least in the classroom, but I need to get this out to y'all, so please listen up. I saw this post on Instagram this morning that said, and I'll put it right here on the screen, people may destroy your image, stain your personality, but they can't take away your good deeds, because no matter how they describe you, you will still be admired by those who know you better. And if I never read anything that I can relate to and that y'all need to understand, everybody needs to understand more on a Saturday morning, it is this. So if you follow me, you have probably already seen it, but I then posted it onto my story and I said, destroying your image and staining your personality is only their point of view. Don't let anyone ever have that much power over you and your existence to influence others to think the same. The point is, people you only see or interact with circumstantially don't know the real you. Even if you may see them daily or on a regular basis, they know you in that setting. Sometimes they don't need to get to know you the same way your close, trusted circle of people do. You can't always choose the people you interact with on the daily, but you can choose how much access into your life you give them. Protect your peace always, sis. And then I said, don't let that go over your head. And then on the side I said, let bad vibe people live miserably about you. Keep shaking the room, sis, because at the end of the day, it's between you and God. And let me tell you something. I feel this so deep in my soul, y'all. I promise you I feel it so deep in my soul. I live a very PVO, positive vibes only, positivity, positive happiness, happy-go-lucky lifestyle. Like, it's just in me, it's in my blood. I've always been like that since I was younger. And lately, well, let me put it this way. There will always be, the first life lesson that I want to tell you is there will always be somebody, something, an energy, a force trying to knock you off your path. And I'm really going to try to get through this quickly and without tearing up, because this topic means so much to me. This topic means so much to me. There will always be somebody, and it means so much to me in this season right now, because I've really been going through it with some people. I have really been going through it I've been going through it internally with other and their forces coming against me. Let me put it that way. There will always be somebody, something, an energy force, a person, whatever the case may be, trying to infiltrate, trying to pop, trying to get in, trying to destroy, trying to bother, trying to mess with you when you are on a path of success. And even if you're not on a path of success, if you're just living life, whatever, if you're not on a specific path to what you want to do in this moment, whatever the case may be, there's always going to be something trying to stop you. Always. Keep that in mind. It is up to you to not let anybody or anything, any energy force, any person disturb that and knock you off your path. Yes, they may disturb you, but do not let the haters, the devil, the jealous, the intimidated, do not let them, the unmotivated, do not let them knock you off your path. Period. Point blank. If I'm coming a little aggressive, I totally apologize. I don't mean to be coming this aggressive. However, this is just something that I feel so deeply in my soul. And when I saw that post this morning, before I went to the gym, I said, absolutely. That is what I've been feeling, but didn't know how to put it into words until I read it and started reflecting. So I made some notes in my phone, and I just want us to go through these really quickly. I have five notes, and honestly, they're totally out of order. Like I said, this is the most impromptu, informal video I have ever done in my lifetime. I'm going to give you the information. Not everyone is meant to have the full version access to you. Keep some people at the limited free version, sis. That's number 2. Keep some people at the limited free version, sis. Keep them at that limited free version, sis, because some people, the second you give them full access to you, the second you let them in all the way, that is when they start to see your weaknesses. That is when they start to know what's going to get to you. That is when they start to know your strengths and how to knock you down, to know your weaknesses and how to continue knocking you down. You do not know everybody's intentions, and not everybody has pure intentions. No matter how friendly, how nice, how kiki, how smiley they may seem to you, how often you see them, family, friends, coworkers, people you see at the gym, people you go to the church, people you go to church with, people you see all the time at the grocery store. It doesn't matter. You do not know everybody's legit intentions. Keep your close people, keep your close circle, and let them be the only ones that get the full version, paid version of you. Let everybody else get the free, limited version. What I mean by that is, and I feel so strongly in that because I have personal experiences with that, I'm the kind of person where I don't like to show anybody weaknesses, ever. If I show you my weak side, or if I feel like I'm comfortable enough to be vulnerable with you, that means you have made it into my inner circle. Like, I feel like I can fully trust you. I've done my assessments on you. And I'm not saying I feel like I'm this perfect person, but I'm in my world. I know what I'm going to take, and I know what I'm going to give, and I know what I'm going to accept, and I know what I'm going to deliver as well. If I get weird vibes, I have to assess you before I can fully let you in. There's some people that, I can meet you and know that we'll be cool, but you're still getting the limited version of me until I feel like I can fully be vulnerable with you and let you into my circle. And the second I do that is when I know that I built enough trust with you. And if that trust is broken, it's over with. It's over with. And people always show their true colors. It's happened a time or two where I finally felt like, okay, I can let this person in. Like, I can fully trust them. I know, I feel comfortable. They feel like family, like the vibes are there. We share a lot of similar things. And then the second I show any bit of vulnerability, that's when, for lack of better words, stuff hits the fan. That is, and I'm not saying it's this big blowout argument, whatever, but that is when I start seeing weird sides of you. And I start realizing, like, maybe you're not my kind of person. I say that all the time. That person's just not my kind of person. And it is what it is, and that's fine. Not everybody has to be for you. Because I know I'm not some people's kind of person. I know that deep down in my soul. Am I going to let that change me? Absolutely not. Just because I'm not your kind of person, too bad, so sad. Like, it's okay. We're not always going to be somebody's kind of person. Does that mean I beef with you? No. But the second I find out that you're not my kind of person, I move accordingly. I'm going to fall back a little bit, and it is what it is. So keep people at a limited, free version of you. Give them just the surface until you feel as if this is somebody that you can really let in. This is somebody that you feel like you can ride with. This is somebody you feel like you can rock with, and vice versa. It cannot be one-sided. And I'm not saying be closed off. How are you supposed to get to know people in any capacity, relationship, friendship, whatever, in any capacity? But not everybody needs the full access to you, because that is when they start to see your strengths and maybe want to tear it down in your weaknesses, and we'll prey on that. Number three in my notes says, people only know you at the capacity you allow them to, sis. Let me say that again. Let me say it one more time. People only know you at the capacity that you allow them to, sis. They only know what you let them see. They may not know how you perform in your best. They may not know how you feel when you are down and out. They may not know what makes you the most upset. They may not know all the accomplishments you've done in the past. They may not know what struggles you're dealing with, and that is fine. People only know you at the capacity you allow them to. So do not let anybody judge you based off of the little bit that they know about you. And let me put it into perspective for y'all. I mean that with my whole heart, and I mean that especially when it comes to circumstantial situations. Like I said before, people that, even it could be people that you see on a daily basis, people you work with, people that you frequent the gym with, people that you frequent your church with and you see all the time. They only know you at the capacity that you allow them to. They only know what you show to them. So if they're judging you based off of what you allow them to see in that situation, in that circumstance, they don't know the whole you, and you better not let that influence you. You better not let that affect you to where you're starting to have self-doubt and doubt yourself in every other aspect of your life, because they only know you in that situation. For example, your coworkers only know you as your coworker. They only know what you share with them. They are not your family. They are not your close circle of friends. You may become friendly with them, because I have at my job in college. But until you've established that, they only know what you let them see. The people you frequent the gym with, they only know what you allow them to see when you're there. So if you know that you're not giving them the full paid version of you, they get the limited access free version of you, you better not be letting them affect your day. You better not be letting their opinions of you, wrong, right, indifferent, however, get to you in the slightest of ways. People don't know the leader that you are or you can be. People don't know what kind of good friend you are. People don't know what kind of sister you are or brother. People do not know what kind of person, what kind of personality traits you have, especially with people that you're forced to be around all the time. I'm putting this into the perspective of coworkers and maybe church, any common space of people that you see all the time. It does not matter that you see them all day, every day. That does not matter. Doesn't matter. They only know what you allow them to see. Don't let it go over your head. To go along with that, number 4, protect your peace always, sis. Protect your peace always, sis. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, if it makes you feel unwanted, if you feel bad vibes, bad energies from a situation or a person, too bad. Protect your peace always. Remove yourself as best as you can. You don't have to give and talk and do as much as everybody else is doing because they're doing it and you feel like you're supposed to. Absolutely not. Let me get you to understand this one now. Protect your peace always, sis. Just because we're sitting and everybody else is talking about their current relationship status and everybody else is talking about how they can't deal with this and they're not for this and blah, 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 blah. Don't feel like you have to join into the conversation. If it is going to cost you your peace sharing information that you don't want to, people that you don't care to share information with, don't do it. Protect your peace. Leave that inside. Leave it for the people that you can trust, your close circle of friends. Talk to God about it before you share any information that you don't want to with people because you feel like you have to. You don't have to share anything you don't want to share with anybody, and it does not matter. And my close friends know, my 3 closest friends from college till now know that I've said some before, they all serve me a different purpose. They know I'm going to go to one. If I need to just vent and I need to just let things out, I'm going to go to one because I know the relationship, the different relationship that we have. If I need somebody to validate me and let me know, hey, I'm not tripping, this is for real, or to check me, I know who I'm going to. If I know which friend I'm going to, if I need to get checked. If I need somebody to see my perspective or that somebody that's similar to me or somebody I just want to have fun, let loose and be goofy with, I know who I'm going to. And it's the same thing even with your coworkers. It's the same thing even with your small group at church. It's the same thing with whoever, wherever. Protect your peace. You don't have to share every little thing about your life with every single person in your life. You don't have to share just because you told this person means I have to tell this person. Absolutely not. Just because everybody else is miserable talking about their situations, you don't have to share what you got going on. Everybody else is talking about their failed relationships. You don't have to join the conversation. Or if everybody else is talking about their successes, if everybody else is talking about what's going well in their life, if everybody else is talking about the positives, you still don't have to share your positives. You do not have to share whatever you don't want to share because there's always an energy. There's always something. There's always something. I promise you. Protect your peace. Do not share what you don't want to share. Don't overdo it. Stop extending yourself. I need to learn that for myself too. I need to stop overextending myself. Stop spreading myself so thin. Stop feeling obligated to do things. It's not even that I overpromise. It's I feel over obligated in my soul. I feel like I have to do for other people. I feel like I have to suffer. And that's fine. That's in my nature. But I am still learning that I have to have my own boundaries. If I don't feel like doing it, I'm not doing it. If I don't feel like talking about it, I'm not talking about it. If I don't feel like whatever, it's not happening. And it's nothing against the other person or the other party who I'm conversing with at the time. It's just internally, I don't feel like sharing that. And that's for me. That's between me and whoever I do feel like sharing it with, or between me and God. And that's all that matters to me. Number 5, let bad vibe people live miserably about you. Let bad vibe people live miserably about you, sis. Bad vibe people get bothered when you're doing well. Bad vibe people get bothered if you get recognition. Bad vibe people are bothered by anything positive going well in your life. Let them live miserably about you. And I'm not saying that they're miserable people. I'm saying they're so bothered by you. They're so enveloped in what you're doing and what's going positive for you that they're going to try to tear you down. They may say slick comments that they think are funny or they think they're joking, but you know deep down the intention they have behind what they're saying. Let bad vibe people, negative vibe people, miserable people live miserably about you. Rise above it. Rise above. What did I say? What was I talking about the other day? I was talking about it with Stassi the other day about a situation, and I said, Candy Burris, Real Housewives of Atlanta, and also the group, I forget the name, Escape. She had a song that came out when she was on the Real Housewives. I fly above all the haters. I fly above it. If somebody is so bothered by what you're doing and what's going well for you and what you got going on, that they have to always find a dig or always have to find some way to bring you down or throw a negative out there, let it be. Because that's a reflection on them and not ever going to be a reflection of you. Don't ever let somebody's negative words, negative comments be a reflection of you. Don't ever let that live in your head, because that's not the truth. That is always going to be a reflection on them and their personality. We're still on the point of let bad vibe people live miserably about you, sis. Let them think what they want. That's what I mean by that. Let them think what they want. When I was in college, I specifically remember one person and also when I was younger, said to me, actually I had one person when I was in literally 5th grade, when I was in high school, I don't remember exactly what year, and then again when I got to college, legitimately say to me, you think you're better than everybody else. And I said, those words never came out of my mouth, but if you feel that way, that's on you. I have never said that out loud. I have never, in my opinion, done anything to really make you feel like that, because I don't think I'm better than anybody else. I think I'm equally, we all have things that we can work on. Do I think I'm perfect? No. Do I think I'm pretty well-rounded? Absolutely. But have never said I think I'm better than anybody else out loud. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to let that affect me. I'm not going to change me because somebody else, 3 people in my lifetime have verbalized that to me. Am I supposed to change me and change my actions? No. That means that you feel as if you're less than and you're bothered by things that I do to be happy, to be proud of myself, to be confident in myself. I'm not ever going to dim my light, literally. I'm not ever going to dim my light to make anybody else feel better. It's just not going to happen. That's not the kind of person I am, and that would not be me. That would not be me being true to myself. And I feel like everybody should feel that way about themselves. You don't need to dim your light to ever make anybody feel better. If anything, it should be a motivator, a motivating source for other people around you to get it together, to rise a little higher, be a motivator, an influencer, an inspiration to somebody else. Don't dim your light because somebody else feels like you think you're better than them, or you do things that make you feel like you're superior, because honestly, that's your opinion. Moving on. My 6th and final point to make today, and then I'm out of here, is keep shaking the room, sis. Keep shaking the room, sis. Whatever that means for you. Keep showing up unapologetically. Keep doing exactly what they thought you could not do. Keep proving why you belong in the space that you're in. Keep showing up for yourself and keep shaking the room. Somebody's bothered. Somebody feels as you're inadequate for whatever position you're in or whatever position you have. Okay. I'm going to show you why I deserve this position. Again, because you only know and you only see what I allow you to see at the capacity I allow you to see. So I know in my heart of hearts that I'm deserving of this room I'm in. I know in my heart of hearts that I'm deserving of the title and position that I have. I know in my heart of hearts that I'm deserving of the blessings that are bestowed upon me. So for you to feel negatively, or for you to try to give your bad energies towards me or towards that, I'm going to keep on shaking the room. Keep giving them a reason to talk. Keep giving them a reason to have something to say about you. Keep giving them a reason to notice you. And I'm not saying be this overconfident, cocky person. I'm saying just be you. And if they don't like it, keep shaking the room, especially for my minority ladies and men for that matter. People don't want to see us in similar positions. People don't want to see us in positions of power. People don't want to see us doing well. People don't expect that from us. People don't even expect us to be doing equally as well as them, forget about even better. So keep shaking the room. Let them be bothered. Just know that you're elevating for yourself. You're doing what you're doing for yourself, and it's between you and God, and that is it. So in conclusion, let me bring it down a notch, because I do feel like I low-key went off a little bit, but it's just that I feel strongly about it. I am in such a place of like, I'm not settling. I'm not dumbing down myself. I'm not allowing the thoughts and ideas and words of others get to me in a way that's going to force me to change how I'm acting or the things I'm doing. I've been in an uncomfortable phase for the last few weeks, maybe even just couple months, we'll say 6 to 8 weeks, in an uncomfortable way of things are not flowing like they used to. And I don't want anybody to think this is about relationships, friendships, none of that. It's about it's internally. God has been working on me, and God has been working through me, and my faith in him has become so much stronger. My relationship with God has become so much stronger that now I see things that I just didn't see before. My eyes are open to things that they were not open to before, and it's making me uncomfortable in an uncomfortable situation, but not uncomfortable like I want to run and hide. Uncomfortable in a way of like I am so confident in myself that even though there's other people trying to infiltrate, here's my bubble. They're trying to be the needle to pop my bubble. I have to keep that faith. I truly feel like it's God working on me. Trust him, believe in him, lean on him, and open up that door for him to enter my life. And regardless of what anybody else says, I'm in that place of, regardless of what anybody else says, I know me, God knows me, my close friends and family know me, so I'm not worried about the opinion of another person that only gets the limited free version of me and only knows me at the capacity that I allow them to know me at, and that's it.